Afternoon and welcome to Europe, or at least the European side of our broadcast. We're still in Atlanta, and I'm still Fdot. He's still Diem Brandon, and we are still the SPL.
Today we're going to be doing the European side of things here on Friday.
It's Friday.
I don't know, man. It's all the same.
I live my life in hashtags. TBT was yesterday. Today is FBF.
What's that one mean?
Flashback Friday. But let's take a look forward. Schedule today, Panthera, Hunger for More,
good.
Dignitas, Leftovers after that, and Paradigm will take on Cringe Crew. We'll see if they actually do have somebody else signed up, Axios. We'll see if it will be Deathians or Axios playing today.
Why would it? I mean, honestly, I don't know how Axios is going to play, but there's no way he's an upgrade. Deathians solo Dimi. That's it. That's the end of the conversation.
Well,
you can't solo Dimi.
The continued conversation is, was it lightning in a bottle? Is it just one time?
Who cares?
At the end of the day, I'm sure Deathians is probably a little bit more comfortable in his 3-year coach position. So I think he's going to take that one back. But either way, we start today off on the top end. Well, the two extremes of your standings. Panthera are number 1, and they'll be taking on Hunger for More, which are not number 1.
Speaking of Dimi, he's going to be going up against, I think, Variety?
Yes.
And Variety, for me, has been the weakest solo laner in the SPL for every season that he's been involved. Dimi is the current MVP in the solo lane, given the fact that he is not only the world champion, but has been close to uncontested. He is a theory crafter at a very high level, and Variety's god pool is very small.
Sure.
I'm expecting Dimi to solo him at least 2 times over the next 2 games.
All right, you know what? I'll take that action. I think that 2 is pushing it. I think we expect a 1.
Loser has to shave their head.
I will not take that action. I love my luscious locks, actually. But Variety, I agree that he's definitely on the bottom side of things. But I actually want to give him a little bit more credit.
I do not.
He definitely has worked to expand that god pool.
I agree.
A little bit.
I agree, but I haven't seen that work pay the dividends necessary.
Right.
I mean, the Dignitas roster that he was on should have been probably going to Worlds, if not very close.
Sure.
And instead, they lost a set that they had won because of throws. And a lot of that had to do with their front line not being where it was supposed to be.
Right.
Their team let the Fire Giant go because their frontliner was, what's the word? Scared.
Absent, sure.
To be the frontliner. With that, there's no way that Panthera allows any fear. I mean, this team thrives on you making one little mistake. The only reason they have a game loss right now is because Cringe Crew literally played that game perfectly.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. We'll see as the bans come out. Hunger for More focusing on the mid lane. Don't want Yammyn to get off to a tear. And then Panthera will focus on a couple of supports. They definitely respect their man Zindurn, or at least those 2 gods at the very least. Really, honestly, Hunger for More has a single win. They are 1-5, and that single win came off of the prowess of CaptainTwig in the jungle and PrettyPriMe in the mid combining. It was the Naja Vulcan combo, up, down, bang, bang. I'm expecting to see a similar strategy from Hunger for More today.
I think Vulcan is one of the best characters right now in the game.
Woof. I am a Vulcan lover. I think he's highly underrated, but best character, you're going to have to stand up.
One of the best characters. I would definitely put him within the top 5 mages, and Hungry for More decides instead of going for the tried and true Vulcan, the absolute PrettyPriMe pick, they go for a Raijin.
Well, so they go for a Raijin, but they go for the same thing in essence as long as this Fenrir winds up in the jungle. The whole win, yes, it was Vulcan, but it was Vulcan with Naja.
Okay.
The Naja ult would go up, they would come down and hit the alley-oop. Same thing here. Fenrir goes to the big woof woof, picks up a character, brings him right into Raijin's reign of terror. I think that this is a good matchup or a good combo for HFM.
Apollo's going to be locked in for Panthera. Who knows where that'll go with this squad?
Not jungle.
Probably mid.
Not jungle. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe. And Ares going to be locked in. Very smart counter pick, considering the fact that Fenrir going to have 2 of his moves locked unless he uses Purification.
And I mean, his third move, he needs to use the first one to get in range with. So the howl, the seething howl, right? He just can't find you.
Sure.
So third pick for HFM. We'll see where Hungry for More winds up going with this one. I'm expecting Fenrir to be in the jungle, and the tier pick will confirm that is one of Variety's better gods, and more importantly, one of Dimi's better gods as well.
Yeah, but it's Dimi. I mean, the guy literally plays like every character in the game, so I don't think he's going to be too deterred.
No,
I don't think there will be a kill in this lane, at least not an easy one. Tier has a very easy early and mid game, very hard to kill him, very high sustain, so should be safe. We're going to have Guan Yu and Athena banned away.
I guess I should have taken your action then. If you don't think there's going to be a kill in this lane, what do you look like, bald, Brandon?
It's probably not great, man.
A Wheelish going to be banned as well. They don't want Dimi playing that Wheelish. We saw what he could do little bit earlier in the season on that character. And honestly, just a fantastic character in general. Similar to Ho Yi, doesn't matter who's playing him, just a little dangerous.
A lot of Hunter options still open, but I would say the top ones are taken off the board with Sol and Ho Yi.
And Chronos, of course, as Panthera has already taken him. That's one of the gods that, what's his name?
Emilitoo?
Emilitoo has played very well. I actually meant Ataraxia, but
oh, it's true.
Neither here nor there. Geb going to pick up for the support role. I like Hungry for More going for the support over the Hunter here. When it comes to Hunters, the choice of which character, depending, of course, your player, is a little less important in my eyes than the choice of the support character.
Okay.
Especially with the advent of Throwing Dagger, everybody can clear.
Thor for adapting. Fear striked very deep into the heart of Hungry for More, I would imagine, on that one. Final pick for Panthera, likely looking for their solo laner, unless it's Apollo, although it's kind of unlikely. I would assume a warrior. Osiris, possibly with this squad, wouldn't be too bad. Bologna, of course, still available, and it's going to be Osiris.
It will be the Osiris.
Yeah.
It will be the Osiris.
I like this pick. Being able to rush down and stick to Raijin, I think, is very important.
3 basic attackers on Panthera. Not a problem?
No. I would say if they had 2 Hunters and an Osiris, that'd be a problem. But generally speaking, building into an attack speed reduction against the squad won't hurt them too much. Osiris doesn't really care about the damage in the end game. Apollo has Audacity, which is overcapping him. And then, of course, Chronos can do a lot of damage by using the 3rd round of his Accelerate instead of the 4th, ensuring massive damage on his abilities as opposed to his attacks. And we're going to get Rama, which is a curious pick to me, into the Ares.
Why is that? Oh, yeah, into the Ares, so the role won't be available to him. However, it is a god that Raxia has been playing very, very well.
I love this skin.
The Dry Bear skin?
This is the Dry Bear skin.
This is the Dry Bear skin.
The flames look amazing in this skin.
Yeah, and the hair as well. It's actually Dry Bear's real hair.
Really?
Yeah, he's got that that red ponytail going on. Hey, we actually get to see his face.
That was pretty cute.
That was really good.
And it will be, strangely, emilitoo playing the Hunter and Yammyn playing the Mage.
You say strangely. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
That is strangely.
Yes.
That is strangely. emilitoo will be taking the, a very traditional composition coming out from Panthera.
Yeah, they have Warrior, Assassin, Mage, Guardian, and Hunter.
Yeah, this is...
And in the respective roles.
Yeah,
in fact, both teams have that.
This is pretty...
How fun.
Yeah, this is as classic as you can get here in Season 3. And in fact, this is just El Clasico. emilitoo will be starting off on the back cams. Well,
I don't know Spanish. What does that mean?
Will help out on the... It means Face Hunter. The other 2 players will be helping out on the red buff.
By the way, my favorite build to start off coming out from PrettyPriMe, Soulstone Helmet. It's obnoxious, man.
It really is. That's 60 extra power plus the power on it. You're winding up with plus 80 on your ability.
Why are they doing it like that?
Well, that's why. That looked a hell of a lot more efficient than we used to seeing. Honestly, real talk, it's the Chronos.
3, 4. There was a 4-second difference right there.
Positive or negative?
The positive for Panthera. In fact, I think Hungry for More recognized this and actually winds up getting to lane at the same time because they left Raijin at the red buff alone for a little while, which means he's going to lose some of that lane control. emilitoo there on time.
A big part, honestly, of how they were able to find that tiny optimization was the fact that it's a Chronos. Chronos' ability is very small, so it's not going to be able to hit both camps, but it comes up more often.
Look at this. Trouble here. PrettyPriMe knows he's in a weird spot. Blink in from iRaffer. PrettyPriMe already locked down. There's nothing doing. That will be first blood, and it goes to the Adapt King.
Very just choreographed play coming in from Panthera. They understand exactly where their opponent's going to be.
Right from the get-go, too. They start right camps.
Yep.
So they know that the only thing they could do to get experience is go left. If they do go left, then all they have to do is clear the wave and walk up right after them.
And not content with just that, you're seeing Panthera go into the enemy jungle. Nothing to take, but the thoughts there to really just capitalize off of every little thing that Panthera is able to find.
And Dimi just locking him down under the tower. Variety already under a quarter health.
No surprise. Absolute no surprise. Panthera, this is simply just what they do. And not level 5.
Got it. He's got it. No, he missed it. Adapting. A mechanical error a little bit too far away.
Just barely going to miss that one.
Wow. Variety trying to answer back. Dimi's like, yes, please. Use your dash.
Take
yes, please.
And Variety going to find a spill here. No ultimate, so you know that Lawbringer's not coming. That's one.
F-Tie had a little bit of a salt face right there.
I did.
That Morton's coming out, man.
I didn't take the action, though. We have a bunch of viewers to confirm.
I'm shaving your head either way, man.
No.
No.
Not going to happen. I like my locks. I'm not sure they'll come back. That's the problem.
2 kills, Panthera right now over Hungry for More in just 2 minutes.
And look at that player damage out of Dimi.
I was looking at the back camps that he's taken. Look at adapting.
Yep. I mean, well, because they came around the last time, right? So Panthera off of the first blood, they come in, they invade, but there's nothing to take. They make that mental note. You don't need the whole timer to know, well, they're down at this time. Well, half of the timer, they'll be up. They show up right in time, 220, just take off the back camps.
This guy's already half health here. He'll get some extra health. Oh, man, that heal.
Mm-hmm. That's here.
He's going to try to push him into the tower. In fact, he's going to get some damage off here. Dimi will take 2 tower shots, but continues to trade.
There's the Lawbringer.
And there's the Lord of the Afterlife.
Followed by Dimi. Wow.
Yeah.
Good play coming out from the veteran champion solo laner.
About 1,100 gold up at the 3-minute mark. World champion Panthera so far, undeterred by the new All-Star squad. You know, this is a team that a lot of people had hope for.
Yeah. Hunger for More and Leftovers were in similar conversations. There was a lot more name power on the side of Hunger for More, and, well, frankly, a lot more success on the side of Leftovers in the regular season so far.
Badger, man.
Yep.
Badger's leading the team.
It's very similar to what you see out of iRaffer and what you see out of Pain. These supports, that's what it is. All these supports, just the natural skill set you need to support, might just lend itself to being a good general for these squads.
Raffer all the way in the back line here, setting up for the red.
Surprise.
And CaptainTwig just walked right into that. There had to have been communication. Zindurn most certainly was calling that, and if he wasn't, I don't know. Raffer just, my man.
By himself. Look at Raffer force the fight on Panthera's side. All of his teammates have to show up, and now they finally will. 4-on-4 in the left-hand jungle. Beautiful ultimate by Zindurn's going to stun out 3.
They go back
but
in.
The damage not going to find it.
Okay, they're gonna retreat. They lost a red buff, and they're gonna play it smart. They take the left camp. They're pushing the mid lane. Right camp already taken, so that seems like a win for Panthera.
Yeah, Panthera, they go ahead and they get good old invade. You see they're still leading by about 1,000 plus.
Plus, they got 2 ults there for 1, ensuring that if they want to reinitiate, they have that opportunity.
You know, if PrettyPriMe was a little closer, and it's very important.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, maintain your positioning right now. Raffer's going to force some positioning, or at least force out some CC immunity. Purification down for Raijin, and no ultimate, so he's very vulnerable right now.
But I don't think they're going to have a way to really lock Raijin down. Can we actually see Raijin looking for the cooldown on the ultimate? And it's within 50 seconds.
Yep.
By the time he gets back, it'll be 30. So PrettyPriMe also, I hate to harp, but he used his dash outside of the fountain and lost a little bit of mana there. You're going to notice that
Yeah.
it's gone. And while he does have Soulstone, and he should be able to get most of that back, he doesn't have Lost Artifact. So he is missing some MP5.
Yep. Variety still fighting with the Dimi. I kind of like that the loss of the first fight doesn't deter him from going in.
It can't. I mean, one of the first things you learn as a solo laner that if you get scared, you lose the lane.
Yeah.
Dimi, that's why. Even when Dimi's behind, he's always in your face. Never lets you set the pace. One of the reasons that he's a world champion and wins his lane almost every time is he always sets the pace. He's the Mike Tyson right now of the solo lane. As soon as that bell rings, he's in your face.
Just always making it happen.
Shout out to Mike Tyson.
Oh, well, Variety's going to come over from the top and just wave at Dimi. Little dance coming out from the Osiris, although honestly, Variety didn't look like he was going to hit that one either way.
He'll be able to clean it up, stand still for a minute, and that's a little worrisome too, the way that he stood still. If he misses this by that half second, or he could have even went for his own boar, he couldn't make the decision fast enough, or at least he didn't choose to make the decision fast enough. And as a result, another experience lead for Dimi. Wow. He's going in, though. I like this.
Still dashing in. The Judgment tether's out,
He's
so
dead.
the stun will come. Dead?
Yeah, he's...
Maybe not.
Oh, no,
so
Dimi...
yet.
Okay, I thought Dimi was going to give the wave up and go for the kill.
The full wave is here. Forces Dimi into the ultimate. I like that decision because of the amount of damage that those archers can give, even at level 10, will be a lot. So Dimi opts to use the ult and clear the wave instead of fight inside of it.
Twiggy coming in here, and he's going to ult. Adapting takes to the sky. Probably looking for Raijin in the background.
No target for CaptainTwig found. Purification forced out as the ultimate for Fenrir was used. And down comes emilitoo. Variety in some trouble now. Chained, and he's down. Yammyn with the assist off of, well, the entire team. 5 players for Panthera here in Hunger for More's jungle. Now turn their sights onto the support, and Zindurn's not getting out of that one. Last hit goes to Dimi as he travels from the short lane, and CaptainTwig takes out Adapting.
PrettyPriMe might be in some trouble here. He overcommitted, but it seems he will be able to get out just barely. No one having their CC up. They're going to go back in. They're trying to fight into Dimi here. Dimi, unimpressed by it, moves forward, and it's going to be a double for Panthera. 1 for emilitoo as well, and oh my.
Hunger for More got on the board during that engagement kind of haphazardly as CaptainTwig quickly trades his life off of it. But the single kill allowed Hunger for More to have the, I want to say confidence, but here I think I say audacity to go back in, and Panthera takes advantage of it. 6-1 very early on here in our 7th minute.
We have 4 people right now at level 9, tying for the highest level in the game, except for one person. Dimi, 2 levels ahead. Level 11 right now, breastplate almost done, and 900 gold over his opponent.
Hunger for More going to try and find something, but
I respect that.
Panthera show up.
I respect that. Adapting right back. Well, what's you going to do there, Zindurn? They're going to go for it again. Check it out. It's been pulled. Variety's there.
And they know that the ultimate from Adapting is down from the last fight.
I think they got this.
Gold Fury is going down very slowly, but there's not a lot of vision. iRaffer has raw vision on it as he walks over. Ares doesn't have the kit, though. Hunger for More, able to take the Gold Fury. Congratulations, bravo, but Adapting, not so impressed, takes out Zindurn.
Losing only 1 is good. Losing 2 is going to hurt them too much. And honestly, even with the way that they're running away from this fight and everyone's backing, this might wind up hurting them pretty badly. The gold, I think, is important, but at this stage of the game, it's all about the experience. And with Ataraxia in the base and emilitoo getting free farm and probably a lot of tower damage with that audacity, they're stealing boars away, Variety's getting pushed out. I think this actually might be better for Panthera.
I mean, you take a look at the swing. Let's glance at the graphs real quick. Panthera had a big lead, and you see that gold. Look, that's the best way to see it. You see it, Brandon? You see the sharp spike down from the Gold Fury, and then all the step-ups that Panthera was able to take off of the absence of Hunger for More on the map. It's not more, but you're right. It's very close.
It's very close, and the experience difference. Uh-oh, trouble here. iRaffer going to get picked up. Zindurn and PrettyPriMe combined for a pretty great kill there.
Yeah, just in the wrong spot. iRaffer gets caught out walking across middle lane. Got to look both ways before you cross the street. Variety able to heal up and finds himself with a health lead over Dimi, but this one's a rough one.
Dimi actually has no way of major sustain here aside, of course, from potions and that death's toll. He does pop both. He's trying for extra healing, but it looks like Variety getting, maybe not the better of him, but getting at least stating his case.
Exactly, and at 2 levels down, as you said, the second you show that you're scared or you fold, essentially, you fold your hand in the solo lane, then you're just toast. You're gone.
See, Osiris, for me, I think his critical mass is level 4.
Wow.
I think at level 4 is when he is the strongest that he's going to be. Maybe level 5, but I feel like his 4.
Ultimates?
What?
Because of the lack of ultimates?
No ultimates. He has a stun that you can't really get away from. He has 2 forms of slow, a ton of damage, and all of his damage really coming from auto attacks, meaning he's going to be able to stick to you and kill you. Tyr, his biggest play is from level 10, or rather level 9 to level 13. That's when he's the strongest, or even level 12.
When Fearless and Power Cleave are both maxed.
Exactly. Maximum damage, maximum healing, maximum control. That's really his best bet. Of course, stance switch being leveled is very, very important too. I don't know that I'd really want to see him level the Lawbringer here unless he really thinks he's going to use it to confirm a kill onto Yammyn. Other than that, he should be leveling stance switch against this comp.
I actually haven't even thought about that option. Generally, it's always just Lawbringer for the lower cooldown. Tyr's always looking to get better positioning.
All right, red buff getting taken once again. This one might be stolen as it is reset. emilitoo pops his purification as they continue in. CaptainTwig out of position, uses both of his jumps. He might be forced into his ult here, but iRaffer does not make him make the choice.
Geb Shield's already down. That'll be down for a number of seconds. Panthera feel a little bit more confident coming into here. Hunger for More, though, they've amassed numbers. 4 players available. iRaffer blinks in, grabs 3 with the chains, and all 3 are able to find a way out. Zindurn does get pulled, but no one's looking at Geb.
PrettyPriMe throws down his ultimate, only finds a little bit. emilitoo forced to escape in the back line as CaptainTwig, it looks like they've been fighting over this red buff for like 3 minutes. Twig's very low.
Adapting's up.
emilitoo's up as well. Good bait. They're going to find Ataraxia. CaptainTwig out of position. Shots coming into PrettyPriMe. And now look at the background. We're seeing major damage on Zindurn, and he will not get out of this one.
emilitoo went under the tower and just frankly zoned out the 2 damage dealers that could have come back in, allowing the rest of his team to just smoke Zindurn.
You know, what's funny is it almost looked like emilitoo landed out of position. He landed into 3, very similar to what we saw Herwin do yesterday, but the difference between them is that as soon as he came down, so did Adapting.
Exactly. Had that stun in the bank, ready to come on down, and they knew it.
And emilitoo 2-0-2 right now compared to the 1-0-1. A 2-level advantage as well as 500 gold, so not the end of the world. That Gold Fury definitely helping out in the duo lane.
Big part of this game so far has been the Ares, but the off-label, what's up?
Hi to the Urchin?
Yeah.
On Geb?
On Geb.
Who is 0-3?
There's a lot of different types of damage coming out. You got to be afraid of both Yammyn and emilitoo. So
Spirit
balancing the magic and physical.
Spirit Robe, cooldown reduction, Geb shields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see ya.
I do not see why Zindurn has taken this. Normally, I try to figure out the pattern, but when your team is getting decimated at 9-2 at 12 minutes and you are the character that's not going to be earning that much gold, investing into an item that's going to require your team to be ahead is risky at best.
Adapting is going to force this fight, land right on PrettyPriMe, and there's a whole chunk of damage done. Yammyn takes him out before the teleport can be confirmed. Purification puts the hammer down onto CaptainTwig. 11 kills in total as Panthera finds 2 more in that exchange.
I will assume that another member of Hungry for More will be building into their Hi to the Urchin pretty soon.
So, normally I actually really like the
Hi to
the Urchin. The big difference here is, as you said, the cooldown, but more importantly, you mentioned the 2. Only 2 kills for Hungry for More. When teams are behind and it's 15 to 14, I'm down. But much different story this time around. Blinking from Geb is going to take Panthera off of the objective, but that Urchin's not stacked.
It's going to take Geb off the map is what it's going to do.
Yep.
Variety coming in, and Flames not chains, just throwing them back, and friendship prevails again as Panthera finds themselves with a Gold Fury this time, and a kill. And Variety's completely out of position.
Wrong side of the wall. Not a lot of damage coming out into Variety. Never mind. There's all the damage, and there's the ultimate. No CC immunity. Come on back, tier. Panthera can't. There it is. Dimi gets the hit.
That's the solo, right? That counts.
Get out of town. CaptainTwig gonna miss the brutalize. And everybody for Hungry for More is stuck underneath the tower. Panthera not gonna push it. But they do have the Gold Fury, leading 5K, 14 minutes.
5,500 at 14 minutes. And this is not where, Panthera comes online yet. Hey, he's finally going to get the red buff.
Hey.
The third try is the charm, as always.
And let's just specify. The enemy red buff.
Yes, exactly.
The enemy red buff.
That was the 3rd time he's attempted to get that. emilitoo already sitting on his Iqbal. You can see going into his Aussie next after that, either chin size or crit, depending on what he wants to go for. Adapting, coming in. Nice Geb shield. Zindurn keeps him alive.
And this is what the team has been doing. Panthera has been keeping Hungry for More honest.
The Geb shield didn't keep him alive. The Purification did. No trust in the support and another burned active.
But so that's what I was saying about iRaffer. iRaffer has been going up, and I have my eyes on Raijin with this point. He's going in and getting the ult and making sure that Hungry for More doesn't have the combo.
Right.
The whole combo is Fenrir ult into Raijin ult. Well, if your ults are burned for CC immunity, you just can't do that. So iRaffer making sure to stay aggressive and keep his foot on the pedal makes Hungry for More have absolutely no ultimates available.
We're approaching probably the halfway mark of most games, and it's seeming like a little bit over, well, a little more over than that, considering the lead and the fact that Hungry for More is this far behind with a Gold Fury of their own, which I think is probably the most important point that we could make, is that the gold difference is this important when the objectives are basically even.
Yeah, I mean, they totally even. 1 for 1.
Well, there's a tier 1 down in mid.
Sure. I was thinking Gold Fury, but when you're right, you're right. Big presence from Panthera on the left-hand side. They're going to use it to bring home the bacon, take those pigs. But now...
That was good.
Might look for
pigs,
push.
Bacon, that's funny.
Thanks, man.
It's very funny.
I'm all about the pork.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
emilitoo's not going to leave the tower alone, though.
Nice.
Using Audacity right there to chew through the tough tendons of... I don't have another pork one.
Enough.
I don't got another pork one, but the tower's gone. And that is the first one on the left side, leaving just the tier 2 for Panthera, and that's what they're going to look at.
We'll get a
4v4
here, though. It seems that there is a rotation from CaptainTwig. He is spotted. And a rotation from Dimi. It's going to be a 5v5 as Variety backs and begins his rotation over.
Yammyn tosses the stun over the wall, which sets up the double stun coming from Adapting. Geb already very low, not able to initiate as low as he is. He's going to be forced back all the way to the fountain as emilitoo takes a couple of hits. Panthera know exactly what they want here.
Look at that. You see the fox on the ground. That was a thrown Raijin coming out from PrettyPriMe. And the reason that it missed is because emilitoo knew he was looking for it. emilitoo pops his Mesmerize to ensure that he's going to get some extra protections, takes 2 shots at the tower with Audacity because he knows he can get 2 for 1, and then backs off before he gets punished. Great play.
Well, man, that's just the stuff that we've come to expect out of Panthera.
No, you know what? I don't agree with that. That was
Really?
a really strange and really intricate play. It doesn't net him a lot, but it's the death by 1,000 cuts that Panthera is known for.
Exactly, and don't get me wrong, I expect to see that. I'm not surprised or not impressed. It's just a level of play that Panthera has treated us to well over a year now.
Oh, God, Adapting, you're so good. He throws the hammer at the last auto attack to teleport as quickly. He knew exactly how much damage that he needed, and he knew that he could get to the back camp faster. I mean, there's no tower here.
Nope.
But if there was, not one of them would have hit that tower line. Oh, missed there. Nice by Variety, though, to not go for the Fearless. That Fearless would not have worked in that situation. Remember, Berserker Barrage is, of course, a knockback immune.
Also, not for nothing, would have also put him being Variety in a bad spot with Dimi coming around the corner. So
True.
Whether or not the vision was there, Variety had the sense, and Dimi's going to fight him anyway. Doesn't need to be put in a bad spot for Dimi to find it. There's the Fearless down into the wave.
He's actually attacking faster than we've seen Divios do this. Like his cancels.
Yeah.
And Divios is the master of this god in my eyes.
I would say so. Divio's definitely one of the first Osiris's.
He was the first. I remember it got picked and everyone's like, Andy, why is Divios picking this? And he goes, oh, that character's broken. Divios broke the game with that character. I remember, man.
It was
Season 1.
tough. emilitoo gonna hide in the cove here.
This is so smart because there's no way to see those particle effects this way unless you know he's doing it. And it's very clear that no one sees him doing it.
Yeah, just hiding.
That was the freest goal fear I think I've ever seen.
That was outlandishly free. Nobody's even in lane. Hunger for More is just absent as a whole, and they miss the fact that they're pushed to almost 10,000 gold deficit.
I can't tell if maybe they're not hungry enough, right? Because as of right now, Panthera's the one that's fed.
We'll work on it.
Okay.
We'll work
I was going to do a Just Desserts one. I just didn't know how to link it in.
Okay, I
All
see.
right. Yeah,
I
just
see.
pretend I said it was really funny.
The Just Desserts.
Yeah,
I'll work on that. I'll try to
Okay,
figure something
I
out.
got you.
You gotta. We'll get you there, Brandon.
No worries. Thanks, man.
Panthera now switching their eyes to the tier 1 on the right side. We saw them do this exact same thing on the left side. Just force the tower. At least push it up. Not enough members here, though. Just adapting into Dimi. Not quite the shredding capability that emilitoo brings.
It's weird because Panthera's not even fighting, and they're just consistently gaining gold.
I mean,
let's go to the graphs.
You say they're not fighting. They've got 13 kills. 13.
All right, so they're fighting now.
And now they're going to fight.
Oh, my Lord, he hit that.
Ataraxia hit the Sanctuary, though,
Oh,
but the
geez.
crits are dealing a lot of damage. Ram's up in the air. He'll be able to find a bunch of damage.
Ooh, got him.
PrettyPriMe combines with the Jungler and the Hunter to find the kill onto emilitoo. That's the combo that we were talking about. That's the combo that we need to see 15 minutes ago.
Yeah. I mean, is it enough at this point? Even with that kill going to Hungry for More, I don't know if it's going to be a good turning point. They have to take their power play right now. Considering they only used 2 ultimates in that engagement, they're still going to have a pretty fair advantage. And they're walking away from it.
Panthera walking towards it. CaptainTwig going to jump towards Yammyn, not find the stun, but chases them away far enough so that the Hunger for More squad can go ahead and confirm the red buff.
Variety and Adapting, actually, duking this one out. You'll see Adapting level 19 at less than 21 minutes.
I really like what we've seen this actually. Adapting, I don't know if I want to call it a lane swap or whatnot, but it's well known that the solo lane gets a lot of farm as Dimi's pushed into the tower.
Wow,
Not a
he
big
hit
deal.
that double tap.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How does he do these things?
But so Panthera, Dimi gets up to level 18 or 19 or so, and then basically starts jungling. Adapting has been here in the right lane, in the solo lane. So when was it that you complimented the boar kill? That was 5 minutes ago.
It was a while ago, yeah.
And so adapting has just soaked up all this farm in the short lane and has been able to really catapult himself. Level 19, as you mentioned, 3-1-7. He's had a great time in the jungle, but really a lot of that XP came out of that lane.
And no surprising, Dimi, the first person, level 20. Emilitoo's already level 18, even with that death. He's got his chin size online now, meaning there is no more boxing potential for Ataraxia.
Absolutely not. I mean, Ataraxia got the chin size as well. Synchronized builds so far. But Apollo with that audacity. I don't know, Apollo with the audacity versus Ram. Those are two characters you really don't want to fight. Dimi and Yammyn, on the other hand, definitely want to fight solo and support. They'll go ahead in the short lane and make their presence known.
Coming in, they're going to go for it, and this will be pretty clean. Another 500 gold for Panthera as they take down yet another structure, tying up the solo lane and towers. And adapting by himself, facing off against two. Emilitoo's got one, creating a power play, and Variety going for Yammyn.
Beautiful blink is going to force Yammyn into the ultimate. Variety, unfortunately for him, that was a Chronos who gets a second chance, and now everybody looking to punish Variety.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Trouble, though, is Raiju's starting to jump around. Dimi, and maybe not as much trouble as I would have thought. Pulled back, Yammyn trying to control the area. Tier 2 still stands.
I like the choice from PrettyPriMe to go with the pull instead of just the raw damage.
Look at this mid lane. And stun. No double tap. Very smart. Purification there was right on time. He needed that.
emilitoo able to take the tower down just barely. Not a lot of hits on that one. Quite a different story here on the right-hand side. You've got the Chronos just going to town on both, well, the tower and the players, using his abilities to deal damage to the players and his basics to deal damage to the tower. And once emilitoo comes over, the two basic attackers combined just obliterate these structures.
Yeah, Emil walks over and just bodies it. CaptainTwig taking a fight he should not.
5
double tap gonna hit. Get this guy. He's just not a person. I mean, there are probably people in the chat right now like, oh, I've hit that shot before, but you've not hit it on CaptainTwig blind over a wall.
On the SPL stage.
On the SPL stage and have it be your third blind double tap of the game. And it's like the status quo for the kid.
I mean, there's a reason that many people the world over refer to this player as the best player in the world at the moment. I mean, adapting has been this mechanical god for a long time. And
even Potato Boys, I mean, he was very close. And as soon as he got a real, like, leader, as soon as he got that iRaffer in his corner and he worked with like-minded players, man, this guy just turned into a superstar.
Potato Boys, I will never forget that squad. That one had Sun Touch on it, who has seen some recent success as well on the Dignitas side. Fire Giant started, but just teased.
Sunny was definitely not the problem on that team either. No. And they were so close. If it wasn't for how great, the Aquila squad, now Titan, or what was Titan, now Fractured, was playing in that situation in that season, I think they would have wound up really showing themselves. But what can you do?
You mention all the time. You are the stickler is a negative term, and I don't want to be negative about your ability to look at the details.
I'm a stickler, man.
I think it's a positive. But I want to point out one of the positives, the small thing. emilitoo, every time he engages, mezzes. Wants those protections.
And that's going to be the first one down. Ataraxia is gone. PrettyPriMe has already used his Thunder Crash and his Sanctuary. And look at that. Look at the way he resets it. emilitoo in a lot of trouble. Sanctuary going to bleed him out. I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep him alive. No, he'll fall, but it will trade. And there's some big-time trouble going down here in Hungry for More Town.
Zindurn just completely walled off. Variety now taking the smackdown from Yammyn. Stun and done. Yammyn off of the assist of 3 other players. Get the kill.
Raffer's just making sure that he's dead.
That's good old Raffer. That's good old Raffer.
That was good old Raffer.
You know, Raffer tweeted, or CaptainTwig tweeted, going to be an upset today with a picture of a train hitting a car.
Yeah, I saw
the 2
that.
logos. Raffer said, oh, I guess you figured out our issue. You must be playing with a sub today. CaptainTwig definitely catching the hands this time around. Raffer, not afraid. Adapting, not afraid. Panthera, they've got the Fire Giant.
And CaptainTwig falls right as they grab it. 11,000 gold difference, over 20K on the experience charts, and bad news with that for Hungry for More as nobody is level 20.
18-4. 18-4. I don't like to always look at the kills. I think that they are sometimes tell the wrong story. It's all about the gold.
Not this time.
This is where you look at the kills.
It's 11, maybe 12 levels in difference right now. I think it's 11 or 12. Yeah, 12 levels between the two teams. You got 3 between Yammyn and PrettyPriMe. You got 4 between Adapting and Twig. Ataraxia, iRaffer, Ataraxia and emilitoo 2, iRaffer and Zindurn 2, and then Variety's close to 20, but not there yet.
Look at just the cacophony of numbers coming up above as you see Panthera take it out. Not a number. There wasn't a number lower than 2064, I think, besides the little Telkine hits. That's trouble. You just get hit by all of that bombardment of damage, because the thing was, that was sustained damage. That wasn't the burst that Panthera is able to deal at this moment in time. You get stuck between that team, you're just dead. You're just toast.
By the way, that 124 you were just seeing, that was with backdoor protections up.
Yep.
It was the 249 he was swinging for once his minions actually got there. Red buff going to be picked up. Did that go to emilitoo?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Apollo swinging. Zapman always picks up the red buff as well.
I think Yammyn didn't activate Accelerate in the right area that time, which is why you didn't see the bigger numbers coming out.
Yammyn.
Sentry ward here.
I like the split. Yammyn trying to figure out where he wants to go. iRaffer's going to make the decision for him. Pull out everybody's ultimates on the side of Hungry for More. The only one still available is Ataraxia. Yammyn has to use the ultimate to get out of jail. And the half-health Phoenix. Everybody fighting, except for emilitoo, finds himself on the back line, staring at the Phoenix, and still winds up with a kill on Variety as the solo laner goes a little bit too deep. 2 dead already on the side of Hungry for More. iRaffer takes the spill for the initiation, but Panthera going to keep piling down on the left-hand side.
Another bird falls, and they're going to turn their sights to Zindurn, who falls just as quickly. Only about, 2 left against 4? Not a good look.
That's all, folks.
I would really say that they lived up to their name here, Hungry for More, just for the fact that they didn't have 6 at 13 minutes when this game was over.
And I mean, knowing the guys in the squad,
oh,
Ataraxia is not gonna go for that. I don't think any of these guys very prideful squad. Panthera unfortunately make quick work of the boys on the side of Hungry for More. Ataraxia unable to pull it up, and Panthera just in general kill it.
That was quick.
Yeah.
I mean, it was longer than I expected, but still pretty quick.
Oh, by the way, Dimi soloed.
I said through the set. I said within both games. We got another game left. All right, so calm yourself. No one dies as tier in a solo matchup in the end game.
I was sitting there. I was just sitting there. Maybe. But we started someplace else. Dimi wound up getting the number 2 kill, but the number 1 kill definitely happened in the jungle.
This kill is hot.
This is, yeah.
So what they do is they take the right camp early on so that they know they have to go for left. iRaffer rotates in, uses the blink. Probably the only time we really saw that blink really do something big, and it's to get first blood.
You know what it is also, Brandon? That's the highlight play, but you and I are sitting here going, roll it 20 seconds back. That's the analysis segment of that is not the play. It's the play before the play. It's just the way that, you know what it is? Panthera corrals Hungry for More in the wrong spot.
They baited them into quicksand. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
They said, here, you can go in this area. And once they started sinking, there was nothing to do. They could struggle all they want, but it's going to end the same way.
Exactly. Started off with Flash and pretty much just kept on going. Highlights from across the board all throughout the game. Panthera really turned it up here, not allowing their opponent Hungry for More to get more than 5 kills. Dimi was a huge part of this, and here's the solo kill.
You can actually see that he started out a level down, but he still winds up taking the kill. And with the creeps up, Variety overestimated his ability here in terms of what tier can actually do against Osiris. And once he used Stand Switch and his dash, Dimi understood that there was nowhere to go.
I'm sorry, I'm doing sound effects. Ching, ching, bang, bang. Ah, that's him being feared. Ah, but good teamwork coming out.
Oh, I didn't even notice that stun actually hit the rollout as well. Just completely negating all chance. Now, CaptainTwig will wind up trading one out here, but the problem is after PrettyPriMe does this, he gets out, and they think to themselves,
they're gone. Yeah.
No, okay, we can go back in. Ataraxia is coming. We're gonna jump in here. CaptainTwig's like, I'm attached to nonsense. Ataraxia didn't do any damage. PrettyPriMe is dead, and now CaptainTwig is also gone.
Yeah, that was Hungry for More, just getting a little bit too excited and trying to turn things around. Panthera took advantage of it. Here's iRaffer one more time. They do get the pull, and it'll be Variety.
And look at that. Max range just slams it down. Spirit Flail for the kill. And then, of course, we got to talk about the king himself adapting. This guy is nuts.
King Kenneth. Just absolute display of aggression here. We'll see him ult and find the initiation.
Look at this. Boom. finds 2, immediately gets the combo, finishes before the double tap even hits, baits out the dash from Variety, and then just resituates himself. He's like, okay, I'm an assassin. No need to rush this backline. I'm going to wait for my team. And then exactly what he does. Emilitoo got caught, but it's okay because look at the shutdown.
Look at the wall. Absolutely. Does he get the stun? Sure. It's icing on the cake. He's looking for the forced detour. You put the wall up. You're between wall here, wall here. Where do you walk? Into the damage of Panthera. The impossible decision is what this squad is all about, and it's why they're able to win out so often.
Now